welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Merry Vlogmas Day 8. Today, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be making homemade garland. So the first thing I want to go over is just sort of the things that you're gonna need to make this garland. One thing that we have is rope, and I'm using rope. You can use like twine or pretty much anything, but this is gonna be like my base. I've already measured it out and it has like a little bit of give to it, so it's the perfect size, and then the weight of the limbs will kind of pull it down a little bit, if that makes sense. Anyway, so you want a rope that is a little bit bigger than wherever you're gonna put your garland. The second thing you'll need is a needle and then thread. It doesn't matter what color thread, but you'll want, you know, a spool of it. My spool's over there. I'll have to go get it when I'm needing it, but a needle and some thread. And then the last like non-ingredient part that you'll need is some floral wire. So it looks like this. I have it in green, and this is what I use to make the wreath for my decorate my apartment balcony with me video, which I'll link up here. But this is what I use for all of the floral things I've done, all the wreaths I made. This is really handy for any sort of craft. But I have two pieces I've already cut that I'm gonna make sure to not lose. And then this big part. You'll need scissors. My scissors are up there, I'll have to go get them. You'll need scissors, and then I'm using, this is cedar, but I have this that I got from a local nursery. Like, I just got kind of one bunch of it. I'll show you how much that is. It looks like this. I'm using cedar because I like the smell of it a lot, and I liked the texture and just kind of like the shape. That was really pretty. I dried some oranges. Now, to dry these oranges, I sliced them and then I put them, they smell good. I put them in the oven at 250 for 3 hours, and I flipped them every hour and then let them sit out all day today. You're supposed to let them sit out for 3 days so that they dry out completely, but since I'm going to throw this away at the end of the year and I'm not planning on keeping these year after year after year, I think they're fine for right now. I love the smell of them right now. And then cranberries. I have a bowl of cranberries right here that we're going to spread throughout. And then I have this, which I got for fall decoration. It's the cinnamon broom from Trader Joe's, and it still smells really good like cinnamon, because I've only ever cut like holes in the bag and left it in the bag because a worker at Trader Joe's told me to do that and it'll keep the smell fresh longer. And I love that because cinnamon goes for Christmas just as it goes for fall. I have that, and I'm going to cut the bottom open and then pull from the bottom so that I can still have the broom, and I'm gonna stick it in the corner behind my Christmas tree so that smells like cinnamon. But anyways, those are the ingredients, and we're going to get started with the actual making of the garland. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to separate out pieces like this that are smaller from pieces like this that are bigger, because this is going to be my base, and then I'm going to add on to that. Okay, so it looks like I have 4 big pieces, which is perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the middle of my rope, and I'm going to make sure that 2 are on each side and that they meet in the middle. So I'm going to take a marker and I'm going to mark that center point. And this is just to get started, to get me started. It won't matter towards the end. I want all of my garland to be going the same direction, and I want it to be facing that way. So I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to find that center point wherever I just put it. There it is. And make sure that this overlaps that center point. And I'm gonna do 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. Now we're gonna take that wire that we talked about, and we're just going to fasten it to the yarn, or like the twine or whatever you're using. This smells amazing. This is the beginning of it. I'm so excited. This is so beautiful. There's that Hallmark movie that's like about Candace Cameron Bure as a doctor, and she goes to somewhere in Alaska and they're all like, that's garland for you. Well, every time I see that, that's what I say, and every time that I see garland, I say that, and right now I'm just thinking, that's garland for you. But I love it. It's turning out so good. So I don't think that there's such a thing as too secure when it comes to doing your garland or just attaching anything that you're gonna hang. So I'm going to go through, now that I have the base and I know that it's centered, I'm gonna go through and just make sure that each one's attached. See, I can like hold up them by themselves. That is the base of our garland. So now how we separated out those smaller pieces, I have 2 medium pieces, and it looks like they need to go on the second side of the garland because it looks a little bit emptier than the first side that we did. So I'm just gonna lay them out and attach them at a couple points to the previously laid pieces. And I'm gonna make sure to at least get one secure attachment to the wire itself. Well, not the wire, but the twine. And basically it's just going by whatever you think looks best, because it's gonna hang in your house. So let yourself get creative. Whatever you do is gonna look amazing. I think I'm actually gonna save the little pieces because I feel like this is enough greenery for my simple garland. And I'm going to save the little pieces and put them on my kitchen table, the thing I'm on right now, in the center, and just kind of make it part of my runner table spread for the holidays. I feel like this is a good time to mention that the majority of things that I post are DIY housewife things, cooking videos, things to help people out, as well as some lifestyle content. So if you like stuff like this and you want to subscribe to me, I would be really happy. I do a little happy dance, so just so you know, I would really like it if you subscribed and give this video a thumbs up if you like videos like this. I have a lot of information on how to do DIY things like this, so I can definitely do more of that. Give this video a thumbs up if you like DIY content, and I'll do that for you. So this is done now, and all I have left out of that huge bunch are these few pieces, and I'll show you where I decide to put those after we're done with the garland. But so the next thing that we're gonna do, I think what I'm kind of going for is, from the way that it looks right now, I'll hold it up so you can see it, but it's kind of thicker on this side, and then it gets a little bit thinner towards the end. So I think what I'm going to do is take the bigger orange slices and just sort of put them a little heavier to the side, and then spread them out more towards the end. Okay, this is gonna take a minute, so I'm gonna come back when it's done and I'll show you another one when I do the last one. My fingers are all sappy, like a love song over here. So I'm going to move the camera for a minute and bring it over here so that you can watch what I'm doing to sew them in. So the first thing that I do is stick the needle through the orange, and then I hook it over itself by taking the thread and putting the needle through it. Oops, stuck. So it creates something like this. And then I find where I want it and I sew it on. So I'll go through here and go up on the other side. Down on one side, up on the other. And then tie it off. That's a lot of focus. So I'm just gonna test to make sure they're all sewn on, that I didn't miss one. Yep, looks good. All right, I have them pretty heavy on this side and not so heavy on this side. I think you were back farther the first time. Okay, and the next thing that I'm going to attach is the cinnamon stick. The last thing will be the cranberries. So the next thing I'm gonna grab is my little cinnamon broom, and I'm going to open it on the bottom of the bag. It smells good. I'm just gonna kind of pull it out a little bit, and then I'm gonna cut off some pieces. I think you could probably also cut this up and make potpourri with it. Ooh, I'm gonna need a vacuum over here later. So now with the parts of it that I cut off, and with that floral wire, which we were using earlier, you can't really see that I'm holding anything, but we're going to put the cinnamon chunks on. So I'm just going to take a chunk, wrap the wire around it once, twist it, and then attach that to somewhere on the garland. I'm making it a little bunch, twisting it off, finding a place on my garland, and attaching it. It smells so good. Like oranges and cinnamon. Now we're going to take our needle and thread. I still have a little bit of thread on this needle. I'll just tie that off. And we're gonna do kind of the same thing that we did with our oranges, but we're gonna do this in bunches. So I'm just going to do the same sort of tie thing just to kind of get it started, to make sure that it's not slipping off. And I'm gonna do 3. I'm going to tie that off. And then I'm gonna use the wire to attach them, just so that I can have a little bit more control over the direction that they go. So right now I'm just gonna make some bunches. When you were little, did you ever do the like cranberries and popcorn garland? Comment down below if you did that. I'll probably do 3 more bunches, and then we'll come back and attach them. I have 5 bunches of cranberries sewn together and 5 pieces of that wire that I pre-cut, and I'm just going to tie the piece of wire to the cranberries, and then I'm going to attach it somewhere that I see fit. Like right down here, looks like it could use one. And then when you're done with this garland, it is all compostable. If you have like a community garden in the area that composts, or a neighbor or somebody that you know with a compost, I highly suggest, encourage, plea that you do that, except for obviously the wire, which I'll take off before we compost at my in-laws' house. But that is our garland. It is done. You can see all the beautiful different pieces to it. Hold it up a little bit better. So this is what it looks like, and it smells really good. Oh no, I did leave out one singular orange guy. I'm gonna attach him real quick. I'm gonna hang him up on the wall and show you the finished product. This is the final product. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you like me to do more DIY tutorial housewife kind of videos. Don't forget to comment anything else that you'd like to see from me. It would make my heart really happy if you'd subscribe to my channel so that we can be friends, and if you want to turn on the notification bell, because during Vlogmas I post every day, but at different times. You can get notified when I post. The notification will pop up on your phone. You can read the title. If it sounds interesting, click on it. I would love it if you'd share this video with any of your friends that you think would enjoy it. Thanks for helping me make that. I mean, I'm so excited to have my parents over for dinner to see it and to see our tree and our decorations. Thank you for watching this video, and have a very Merry Vlogmas. Bye!